The third possibility that needs to be eliminated before reaching a cause and effect conclusion or inference in a psychology experiment is a possibility that the results are due to uncontrolled variables during the course of the experiment, like one group getting more time to complete the task. This third possibility is basically the possibility that the results are due to a poorly run experiment or a sloppy experiment. And to eliminate this possibility, you need to know the methods of the study. You need to know how the study was carried out. And that's because a significance test won't answer this question. A significance test won't tell you if a study was done well. So if someone tells you that an experiment has a statistically significant result, you still have to check the methods of the study and make sure that the study was done well. If it's an experiment, you have to make sure that there was random assignment, and you have to make sure that variables were controlled during the experiment, and that there was a nice, consistent procedure. And if the methods are good, then at that point, you can confidently say that the hypothesis is supported. You can confidently reach a conclusion or inference. So if someone tells me that they did an experiment to test the effect of temperature on memory, and one group took a recall test in a cold room, and one group took a recall test in a hot room, and the cold group did better significantly than the hot group, before I can confidently reach any conclusions about the effect the temperature had in the experiment, I need to know a few things about the study. I need to know that the researcher gave both groups the same amount of time to complete the task. I need to know that the cold group didn't have an hour and the hot group only had 5 minutes. I need to know that the two groups were tested at the same time of day. I need to know that it wasn't something like the cold group being tested at noon and the hot group being tested at 5 in the morning. And I have to know that the two groups memorized the same list of items. And basically, I need to know that the two groups were treated equally in every way, except for the fact that one group was in a cold room and one group was in a hot room. If I know the methods of the study, and I know that the two groups were randomly assigned, and I know that the two groups were treated equally in every way, except for the fact that one group was in a cold room and one group was in a hot room, then at that point I can confidently say that the temperature of the room is what caused group one to do better than group two. At that point, I can confidently reach a cause and effect conclusion or inference. So we've talked about how to eliminate, or at least confidently eliminate, these three possibilities. And in the last part of this video, we'll wrap things up and I'll give a summary of what I've talked about.